This one is on Steam. And it's just called Home. A unique horror adventure by Benjamin Rivers. Your game will be saved automatically at certain points. However, we recommend you put aside an hour and a half and complete Home in a single sitting. Turn up the sound and turn off your lights. All I remembered at that point was finding myself alone. Oh. Oh, my head. Where was I? It's so dark. There was something by my feet. A flashlight. Also, sorry, I'm probably gonna have to move my bird. He seems determined. Take care, Nebel, and thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. I will be playing Break the Game after, which is not strictly a horror game. It just sort of felt like it had some good themes to it that fit. There was something by my feet. A flashlight. That house. Where was I? There was a body lying on the floor. Who was it? I didn't recognize his face. He was still kind of warm. Okay, why did that jump scare me? Fuck that. I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg, I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home, seeing Rachel. I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs, try to find a way out. Oh wait, was there anything else upstairs though? Oh yeah, there is more up here. No, I didn't make the meow noise. The desk had a computer and some papers on it, and a single drawer. I didn't want to snoop, but... Did I open the drawer? Of course we do. Receipts, pins, and a blurry photo. Looked like a store of some kind. Why did this look so familiar? Oh good, some ketchup. Blood on the wall. It smelled fresh and sickening. I realized there was blood on my shoes and pants. Oh man, I had to get out of there. If that man died in the hallway, what was the blood doing there? Okay, there's more stairs going down. The shelf was full of books on local history and hunting. Seemed like the owner of the house really knew the area. An old dining table covered in dirty dishes for 2 people. There were dozens of beer cans and other liquor bottles among the dishes. The smell was turning my stomach. A black and white photo. Looked like the man upstairs and his wife, I guessed. There was no reason for me to keep this. Did I take it? No. I figured this was no help to me, so I left it behind. Seems weird to take a photo of someone else. And also, yeah, it said the blood was fresh. A thin gray mouse was stuck in a trap. It looked frantic but exhausted. Did I free it? Yeah. Of course. Why would I not? That's fucked up. A collection of rusty tools. These look like they'd seen a lot of use and were caked in damp-smelling dirt. Why weren't they in a shed? Maybe we don't have a shed. I found a picture of a couple. It looked like it had been moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it. Did I push the switch? Yes. It depressed smoothly into the wall. I heard a faraway click somewhere. Good, I hate that already. I'll probably just look it up sometime, Paper Mario fan. Thank you. I just didn't know that video existed. How's everybody feeling about the mysterious switch back there? How long had this been here, rotting? The man upstairs didn't look like he'd been dead a long time. I actually have no idea what that switch opens. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Alright, is it just me? I didn't notice that weird thing in the wallpaper before. Still don't know what's up with the blood in the corner. I'm sure it's fine. Hi, Just Game. Happy Halloween! And then this is where we woke up. Okay. Maybe it's further downstairs? Because it was like a distant clicking. I looked like hell. My clothes were dirty and torn, and there was mud caked all over my shoes. That can't be good. The front door was blocked by a pile of furniture. I knew I had to find another way out. Why is it blocked by furniture? The bathroom was incredibly clean. Every surface had been thoroughly wiped, and nothing seemed out of place. There was a photo development tray lying on the floor. Some leftover negatives were sticking out, but they were pretty blurry. I thought I saw what looked like treetops. Why is that in the bathroom, though? It seemed odd that the tray had been left there, considering how clean the rest of the bathroom was. Yeah, that is really weird. Don't like it. I'm sorry, what? The door was taped up and seemed to be stuck. By the smell, I guessed it led to the kitchen. Cat! It's fine. It's just a cat. There's a cat in real life. I got a cat in real life. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Hello, Luna. Was that you that made the sound? Yay, it was a cat. I'm sure it's fine. I gave the door a hard shove, and to my surprise, it cracked open. Oh. Oh, it actually opened? Holy shit. There were sheets of paper all over the kitchen table. It looked like a series of names were written down, but they were too smudged to read. I could only make out a few of the notes. Key card. Ocker. Last one I promise. It didn't make much sense at the time. The smell of old dishes and moldy food was dizzying. I got an achievement I've called Cause and Effect, I guess because I saved the mouse. Oh, I mean, there was a sound earlier that was a cat sound that came from in the game, but then there was another sound just now that was my actual cat. What do kitchens smell like? I don't know. I guess it depends on what you cook in them. The switch on the wall appeared to have unlocked the door. Oh, okay. I found the door that unlocked. That's good. Oh, that's encouraging. I like that a lot. Ha ha ha. Let's go down. The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Oh no, the loud banging noise was in the game. That was in the game. I must have moved it, right? Yeah, sure, I heaved the box forward and it finally gave. Okay. There was a ladder going underground, where the box was. A dank smell rose from the passage. Did I climb down the ladder? Of course. My leg hurt like hell as I climbed down that ladder. The tunnel below was even darker, and the smell wasn't getting any better. But I had to get out of there and find my way home. What are we looking for? Or wait, what look am I going for? Like, my costume? I am a ghost of 90s past. Footprints in the dirt. Look like more than one kind and a lot of traffic. Oh, Luna, do you want me to pet you? Luna's like, Mom. Luna, you're so cute. You're so cute. Ooh, the smell of Lunchables. Hi, Doomswake. How are you doing? Yep, October 31st, 1994, Undead Edition. Places all over were marked on the old map of town. The industrial area near the river, various houses, and even the water tower near the old rail station. Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town over the last few years. Wait. There were photos. Photos of our house. What the hell was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, tried to find some kind of information. Oh, Rachel, please be okay. I wanted to rush home, but I had to find a way out first, and I needed to see what else was down there. A work table covered in papers, dirt, and a handgun. I hated guns. I didn't take it, did I? No. I didn't even want to touch the thing. Better I left it right where it was. Nope, I'm good. Don't want a gun. Thanks. You're doing good, Doomswig. I'm glad to hear that. Spoops are going well. Thank you for asking. I have no idea how you would dress up as 2020. I mean, I feel like we kind of have to get through the rest of the 2020s to find out, right? Oh, I went and laid down over there on the bed. It was so dark down there, and the air smelled stale and putrid. I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? The desk looked old and was caked with grime. On it was a stack of old, faded paper covered with what looked like names. They were scratched out, and illegible notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. I could only make out a few letters. H, iv, a, hil, af, ol, ro. None of it made any sense to me. Nothing about Rachel or me was written there. Maybe I needed to keep looking. We're almost on year 3, though. Do we have a style for this decade? I don't know. I have no idea. Some kind of homemade rack slung together with poorly cut wood and rope. It was caked with old blood. Good. Somebody didn't actually use that, did they? I hope not. Crudely made shelves. They looked like they were holding cans of some kind of corrosive. The labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warnings. The slight fumes that still emanated from the cans made me dizzy. It looked like a cage. It was small, but there was something coating the bottom. Something wet. That place was getting worse all the time. I knew I had to keep moving. Can the 2020 style involve nose rings, though? Because those are cool. I kind of really want one. Some kind of old boxes. They look like they were years old. Wait a minute. These boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remembered throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell were they doing there? If I was scared before, I was terrified now. Why were there photos of our house there? And these clothes. Was that why I was there? I checked my back pocket and realized my wallet was missing. Did I come to that house? Or did somebody bring me? Bats? Bats. I remember noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful. What? What did that say? There was a rope hanging there. I wasn't sure how sturdy it was. Did I take it? No, why would I? Anything would hold me, so I left it. Hang on. What the fuck? Why is there a... Good. Yeah, I love that. Alright, maybe I could take The rope for the ladder. It's fine. I'm sure everything's fine. Why does that look like it's something else now? Goodbye, friendly skeleton who was whispering in my ear. The rope I found would have let me climb down the broken ladder safely. Did I climb down? Yeah, sure, why not? Hi, it's Raining Weird. How are you? No, that's probably the game. I could hear a faint hum and the smell from before it started to get worse. A bunch of old newspapers, wheat pasted together. A message had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out. Danger due to cave-in. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Ivero, wait, there was a physical copy of this game? Are you serious? Damn it, I wish I had one. That's really cool. My hands tingled from the burn of sliding down that rope. It was lucky I found that. Who knows what would have happened if I had jumped down? Still, it was all I could do to have not rushed out of that awful place. That rack, those terrible tools. What the hell was going on back there? The metal door groaned as I leaned into it, causing my heart to skip a beat at the sound. As I peered ahead into the dark of the next room, I worried that I should have taken that gun I saw. But me? With a gun? There was dirt on the ground. It looked wet, and there was grass smeared within it. What's through here? I could hear a faint trickling sound like water. What was that? A kitchen knife, covered in drying blood. Thinking about it made me sick. I didn't even want to touch it. No, I'm not taking the knife. No thanks. Why would I pick up this weird, filthy knife on the ground? I mean, yeah, a lot of fashion tends to rotate in and out over the years. Oh, fuck me! What was that? The door was locked. There was a musty smell from inside. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator. I had no idea how it worked. I wasn't sure what those valves were for. Did I turn it anyway? Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Why not? Why wouldn't I do that? Through the dust, I could see handprints from previous use. Probably from whoever worked in those sewers. Yeah, it made me jump too fairly. Okay, this is fine, I'm sure. This is totally fine. I wasn't sure what those valves were for. Did I turn anyway? Yeah. Fuck it, turn the valve. Hi, Goron. Thank you. How are you doing? Happy Halloween. Sure, turn the valve. Turn it anyway. Yeah, do it. Do what you want. Okay, the door is still locked. So we might be able to find a key for that door somewhere. There was a rusty ladder sunk into the water, which smelled disgusting. I knew I couldn't climb down that. Maybe I could find a way to drain the putrid water. Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought, is we have to, yeah. We have to drain the water, so there's gotta be like some instructions somewhere. You were about to die if the game was like, you can't turn these off. Disgusting. It was a mess of filthy garbage bags. There were rips and tears in most of the bags. What looked like an old videotape was sticking out. Did I take the tape? Yeah, sure, that sounds like a great idea. Sure, I'd love to take this mysterious videotape. Why not? Fuck it, take the tape. What do I care? Sure. I did not want to keep digging through this mess. Understandable. Have a nice day. The loose shin length shorts? I have no idea if those, do those have a specific name? You're doing well, no trick-or-treaters. Feel guilty for being glad about that. Well, I mean, hey, to each their own, right? I don't think that we've had any trick-or-treaters so far either. I thought I could turn this water valve to shut off its flow. Did I turn it? Yeah. The valve was still active. Did I turn it again? Okay. Cargo shorts? Board shorts? Okay, I think... Well, I wonder if I could use a kitchen knife to open the door. Somehow the knife seemed a better idea than the gun in that tunnel. But yeah, mostly because I want to see if I can open this door with it. The door was locked. There was a musty smell from inside. No, I want to open it with the knife! No? Okay. Well, alright, I guess not. Well, I guess if we need to open something, then we have a knife. Good.
Got to get bits when not mobile.
Dude, Swing, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. It's scaring the shit out of me. Oh boy. This is fine. I'm fine. How are you? I want to crawl that way. Look like the water drained out of that grate in the wall. There was a small metal key left floating in the shallow pool of rancid water. A key! Yes, I'm gonna take it. Oh my god. It was so odd-shaped, I had no idea what it might open. I might have an idea. There's this locked door with the musty smell. Y'all want to open the musty door? Mustard door. There was a musty smell from inside. Can I... Son of a bitch. Alright, I guess it's not the key to that. I thought I got lucky. I did not. Looks like we're gonna probably find some other really weird object to open then. Good. I love opening weird objects, don't you? The safety poster had definitely seen better days. How old was that facility? The faded paper was yellow and dusty, but there it had obviously been wiped off recently. Hi, item finder. Thank you. How are you doing? The door was locked. I could see a faint light within. Oh my god, every door is locked! There's a security camera in the room. There must have been a way to see what had happened. Maybe the VHS tape I found could be useful. I found another dead body. By the wounds all over his face and body, I figured he'd been stabbed repeatedly. You mean like with a knife? Like the knife that I picked up? Oh no, I should not have picked that up. Sure, I'll take the key ring. I thought about the knife I had found with some disgust as I carefully picked the keys from his pocket. I was almost worried he was going to grab me. I was feeling even more sick from seeing another dead man. I didn't want to get any more blood on my clothes. Okay, but instead, could I just, like, put the knife back? I don't want it anymore. I changed my mind. I used the key ring to unlock the door. Every door is locked and the room is dark. You got called miss when getting your dinner today? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's awesome. The Sailor Moon shirt makes you think of the goth girls you knew in high school, but you have no idea if that's what I'm going for. Well, okay, fun fact item, I actually have had this shirt since high school. No joke. I don't know how it's still, like, a shirt. I don't know how it hasn't fallen to pieces. But I was a goth girl in high school wearing this shirt, so that tracks. The shelf full of security tapes was strictly organized, though covered in dust. Looked like the tape I found was the one that was missing from the shelf. I wondered what was on the tape and why it was thrown out. There was a dusty VCR in the security desk. I wondered what was on the VHS tape I found. Did I play the tape? Yes. Oh no. The video showed a man right there in the sewers being attacked. The tape looked fuzzy and stretched, like somebody had tampered with it. It looked like there could have been two men. Yeah, very static. I couldn't stand to watch that video again. This is definitely feeling like a game that requires lower headphone volume. I'm gonna see if I can access that other locked door. I tried a bunch of the keys on the key ring I had found on that sewer worker, and one of them seemed to fit. A collection of stale liquor bottles covered the floor. The wall was littered with dozens of old, faded papers. Whoever did this was obsessed with some local murders. According to some of the clippings, bodies had been found in ravines, in forests, and in one case, dumped in the back of an abandoned truck. I couldn't be sure, but I thought some of these same articles had also been pasted up back in those tunnels. A faded receipt was half trampled on the floor. It was from the local train station and was for 2 tickets. I didn't know what use it could be, but did I keep the receipt? Sure. I neatly folded the soiled receipt and slipped it into my front pocket. Did that sewer worker find this room? Is that why he was killed? I don't know. That room didn't seem like much of a place for drinking. What was the point? I don't know. I don't know anything, sir.
Compounding college debt.
For the last paragraph of Garmfeld Wars. Also, Gilbert is so weak. My friend wanted me to take care of his extremely fragile pumpkin. I told him I...
Fuck! Insane Man, I'm guessing that was you because you said Gilbert's a weakling. Did you will a jump scare into the game while you were at it? Fuck! I can't minimize the game to read that or anything because for whatever reason the game just like disappears from existence on my end of things if I do that. Thank you for the $20 tip, Insane Man. I appreciate that. Doomswing, thank you for the 399 biddies. So hey, you know, now we get to read another paragraph of Garmfeld Wars after this, the final paragraph. And we're not too far from Oxenfree either. Let's see, which room was this? This was the VHS room. And then this was the room with the security camera and the dead guy that I'm done. No, don't want to look at that again. Let's go away from this place. The soiled knife I carried in my boot weighed heavily upon my mind as my leg ebbed with pain. As I made my way up the ladder, I thought again on the videotape. Who was it that didn't want to be seen? Was it the same person that hid all those newspaper clippings away in that locked room? Part of me almost wished I would never find out.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down
Why did that scare me?
I will
Why did that
lock
scare
Sinfree
me?
into existence.
Thank you, Snowman, for the 666 biddies. Oh, boy. Thank you, Snowman. Yeah, I've heard Oxenfree is really good, Scala. I added it to our incentives list this year because there were a lot of folks that have been asking me to play it. So maybe we will. I can't look at how close we are or not, so someone will have to tell me. Because I can't minimize the game. Part of me almost wished I would never find out. As I reached the top of the ladder, I found a latch above me and it tactlessly popped open. Suddenly, I caught the unexpected dank scent of pine trees. that sound? This is a ladder. An old ladder leading up to an ancient water tower. The ladder needed to be extended so I could climb it. Did I extend the ladder? I popped the latch and brought the ladder down. I don't know why I'm doing this. In a patch of smeared dirt and grass, there was a beat-up old wallet. I thought it was mine. Did I take it? Yeah. I folded the wallet and returned it to my back pocket. It looked nicked up somehow and really worn. There weren't any cards or ID in it. I thought I should recover my credit card and driver's license at least. I'm sorry. So we found our wallet in a mound of dirt on a water tower, and we're not concerned about the fact that there's literally nothing in it. From the railing, I could see over the woods and down to the entrance to the sewers. Did I come through there before? If I did, someone definitely could have seen me. It was getting cool up there, and I shivered with an uneasy sense of what was to come. How did I get home from here? And yeah, why are there, like, markings? Why are there markings on the wall that I can't read? Why is that broken? I have regrets about going up that water tower. I tried the little key I had fished out of the murky puddle in the sewers. It fit, and I heaved open the rusty door. The wind was picking up a bit. The night air had become strangely chilly. Well, hang on. Also, sorry, those doors are really terrifying and I hate them. What else is over here exactly? This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on that map I had seen. Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here, the sign pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. What? Trampled into the dirt and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off and was surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take back my credit card? Yes. I pocketed the credit card. Hopefully I could find my driver's license too. Really? Why are we looking for this shit in the middle of the fucking woods? Through the fence, I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wondered if I could find my way around. Hi, Towering Goblin, how are you? Boy, You know, I did mention that I played this game like 8 years ago. I do not remember this. I don't even think I found this. There were some personal effects shoved back into the rock. Wait, there was a notebook there too. Did I read it? Yes. Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was page after one page of names and lists. None of it made much sense. The newest page contained several names. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Oh, I don't like that. Rachel? Her name was last on the list and had a mark beside it in blue ink. The names Daphne and Olivia had been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather, and Rose had also been crossed out, but these marks looked older and more faded. I don't like that. A few embers still burned within the fire pit. Who was camping here? Was it... Who else was out there in those woods? I don't know, but I hate it. One of the 2 folding camping chairs is knocked over and there was beer spilled everywhere. Where did the campers run off to in such a hurry? There was a cheap 2-person dome tent. Through the screen on the front, I could see 2 sleeping bags, backpacks, and a small cooler. As I peered into the tent and around the campsite, I kept thinking about the names in that book.
Obviously the other person in the woods was Majima.
I like how that alert went off as I clicked on this and it said the quiet of the forest was suffocating. Thank you, Snowman, for the 503 bits. Fork. Forkity fork fork. I'm fine. Borg borg borg. I'm fine. Suffocating boss battle. Of quiet. Who else was in the woods? Oh wait, okay, hang on a second. Went there. I think I went here too, right? Oh, I see. This looped back around. Okay. I don't know. I found my credit card in there. I'm sure that's fine and not unnerving at all. The old train station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound was that of the increasing wind buffeting the decrepit structure. Why am I in a creepy train station now? Hi, Heather. How are you doing? I'm trying to make my way home. It's proving difficult. An old ticket booth that looked fairly ruined. Inside the ticket window were sheets of paper and... Wait, what were these? Train receipts? I thought the receipt I had picked up might match these, but of course not. This station had been closed for years. The ticket must have been for the newer station that opened up on the other side of town after this one was abandoned. However, I noticed a series of fresher-looking paper, covered in tiny notes, scribbles, and diagrams. It looked like someone had been leafing through the old ledgers, looking for something. A name, perhaps. You know, if the volume's too loud, you can always turn down your own volume. That is actually a thing that you're capable of doing. An old map encased in glass hung on the wall. It was the train routes connected to that old station. As I looked at it, it seemed familiar. Of course. The map I found in those tunnels had similar locations marked. And the notes I found on the other man's bookshelf. His notes mentioned the water tower and even this train yard. What was he doing coming back here? I don't know! The sorry condition of that place seemed sad somehow, but also ominous. I feel like the protagonist of this game is putting together a lot more than I am. Oh, hang on. Was there anything else in the train station? No, okay. Oh, good, a train. In the torn opening of that ruined train were heaps of dirt and stale water. At the bottom, I thought I saw a scrap of cloth. As I looked closer, I could see that it was definitely some kind of nylon. Maybe a windbreaker or some other outdoor clothing. There was too much of a mess on the ground to see any kind of footprints, but someone, or something, had definitely trod a regular path. Yeah, that's not concerning at all. Thank you for the 101 bits, Doomswig. You have a happy Halloween. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, sorry, I just literally can't do anything to change the volume without the entire game crashing and me having to start it all over again. So there's nothing I can do other than suggest turning it down for now on your end. I feel like I'm missing something here. Maybe I don't know if there's actually an exit in the train station, or if this is like a side area and I have to go back through the woods. Cause like, there's a hole in the fence here and a train that looks like it crashed, but it doesn't let me walk any further to the right, so I'm assuming that maybe I have to go through the woods. No, not to grandmother's house. We're trying to get to our house, Angry Trees.
Come, Grandma.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the woods and see if we can maybe find our way out of here. So it doesn't look like there was anything to the left either. Other than, you know, creepy eyeballs. It's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. I almost wished I had paid more attention to those crazy scribblings. Maybe I would have been less nervous about entering that dark forest. Ha! Nope, probably not. Hi, Derek. How are you doing? A dry old picnic table sat lonely amongst the trees. It had carvings and marks from years of previous campers. As I tried to read some of the names and the marks, I idly thumbed the knife I'd found. If I wanted to, I could have carved something on that table. Did I? Yes? With a few crude strokes, I etched a simple design into the wood. R+H. I feel like a teenager defacing the table. I read some of the other names and notes on the table's surface. Rytron, K.U. Mart, Uncle Phil, Henry Daniel. Ron. Why are some of the letters capitalized? David, Jenny. Seemed like the table had seen a lot of use over the years. Seems like it.
Ooh. The cinnamon ones are better.
Woo! Thank you, Snowman, for the 249 biddies. How are you? I'm fine. I'm fine. I wasn't sure if it was safe to cross the river like this. No. In the darkness, it didn't seem wise to try. Maybe there was another option. Let me see. The real truth is the cherry ones are better. The cherry ones are not bad. Okay, that was the rock where I found the notebook. Campfire and all that. Oh! No, 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 don't. Don't what? Don't think? Don't book. No, no. Okay. The grimy sink had a small patch in it that looked almost clean. It was a damp-smelling plank leaning against the stall door. I might have been able to cross the river with it. Did I take— oh, yes. I managed to carry the plank under my arm so it didn't get in the way. Perfect. That's what I needed. Also, I fucking hate the sounds in here. I'm getting out. No, 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 no. I am fucking leaving this location. I'm fucking leaving this location. I am getting out of here. This location. I am getting out of there. This location. Although, wait, I am curious what the other path next to that building was. Because I didn't go through here. Oh. The sign was the same as the first one I had seen. This must have been the exit to the other side of the woods. Oh? I had finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I never wanted to return there. Oh. Oh. No, I'm gonna go cross the river first then. That sounds like a signal that, I will not be able to venture back this way. Hi, Rio. How are you doing? Happy Halloween. I hope you feel better soon, SH. Thank you for joining us. You rest well. Let's see. So, the river was, what? This way? Mm-hmm. The plank I found was long enough to form a crude bridge, but I wasn't sure if it would hold. Did I use it? Yeah.
Fucking pickles!
Ah! Fuck!
Number 64.
Fuck you, Christor! Thank you for the 500 bits! Also, fuck you! God damn it! That was really well timed. What the? That was really well timed. I don't know what that was. Ooh. Oh, Luna. Oh, would you like? Luna's like, "Aye, that's enough Halloween for me. I'm out." Did I even look over to see it was you, or did I just know? I glanced over and I saw your name and I knew it was you. I didn't even have to actually read the text. Thank you, Ek. I appreciate it. That was really well timed. Whew. 2 bodies, 2 young women, were half dug into a hasty, shallow grave between the trees. The younger-looking one was still face up, her dead eyes gleaming against my flashlight. They deserve better than that, so did I clean up the gravesite? Yeah? I guess. I tried to cover them up a bit more, and I closed the younger woman's eyes. I fashioned a crude marker. I wasn't sure why, but I felt I had to do something. The girls weren't carrying ID, so I couldn't determine their names. I only hoped that whoever had done this had done it quickly. And then Freddy was out
Number
here, and he's
58.
been the killer all along. Hi, Nelso. How are you doing? Shannon, thank you for the 501 biddies. I appreciate that. Hi, Tacky. Welcome home. We're trying to get our way home. I'm getting jump scared. Okay, apparently we think maybe these girls would have, like, a phone at their campsite. I guess I could try to go back to the camps. Hey. Paladin Knight, how are you? It's hard to tell what's the jump scares and what's the game now. Yeah. The inside of that tent was suffocating. Oh no. Oh, I guess I can't see if they had like a phone or something. Olivia? Daphne? Wait, why did you say those names? Why'd you just say those names, protagonist? Hmm?
This
You guys
one's
keep
a jump scare number 34.
You guys keep trying to get me when I'm opening a door. Fuck! What the fuck? Good lord, I'm gonna need a fucking... I need like one of those things that tracks my heart rate for this. I have no idea who tipped the whatever $5 amount that was for the Omnigul screen because I can't look, but thank you for the tip. And Pocky, thank you for the 1,500 biddies. Thank y'all for starting another hype train. And I'm gonna just go do this thing. The forest started to thin out a bit, and through the trees I could make out parts of the town beyond. And the first sense of light. Yep, can't get me during a door, but can get me for shit-talking chat about trying about not being able to get me while I'm opening a door. That's content, Jordan. That's content. Hi, how are you doing? It wasn't you, it was the one-armed man.
Inside you there are two wolves. One of the wolves is hungry. Oh, so hungry. Won't you let him out?
No. He can have the Cheetos I left for him inside. I'm gonna go lay down. Thank you for the 504-bit snowman. Fuck. One day my heart will slow down. Also, we hit Oxenfree from what folks are saying, so that's fucking rad. I can't update the goal right now, but thank you for everybody who contributed towards Hollow Week so far. We're going to be adding Oxenfree to the list. Please look forward to it. Also, we do have one last goal for Hollow Week. If we hit 1,000, then we will also be playing Bayonetta. The forest started to thin out a bit, and through the trees I could make out parts of the town beyond and the first hints of light. The mysteries of that forest were behind me, but I could still feel them on my neck, like a warm breath. Those girls I had found. Someone had taken them from their campsite and had murdered them. Was it the same person who had left that odd notebook? I was even more eager to get somewhere safe and to find a way to reach Rachel. Silvermoon, thank you for the 175 beauties. Oh, I didn't know there was an Oxenfree too. That's rad. As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognized the auto parts factory where I had worked as a machinist for all those years. The plant had closed almost 3 years ago now. Times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. Oh good, a hole in the fence. I'm sure this is safe. I found the body of a security guard, just doing his job, no doubt.
Just use bolt cutters.
Just use bolt cutters. Insane Man, thank you for the 100 biddies. Silvermoon, thank you for gifting a sub to the community. Welcome on in to Cal. His face was covered with blood from some kind of head wound. I wondered, was this flashlight his? What? Wait, why would I have his flashlight? Let's get at the flashlight I was carrying. Oh no, please. No, 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 no. What? No. Dug into the ground was a cracked old watch. First my wallet and now this. Did I retrieve my watch? The watch was useless, but I put it on my wrist anyway. Still haven't found her ID anywhere. One of the lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like someone had been looking for something. Old work clothes had been picked through, and a few photos and notes had been ripped off the door and spread around. I hate the fact that I can hear my fucking heartbeat. door was locked shut, and there was a little electronic box under the handle. A sign was pasted to the front that said, "Danger! Closed for repairs." It was a large power box with 5 lights on it. Cables burst out of the box, snaking off to other parts of the factory. The metal was starting to wear, and cobwebs had collected in the corners. The box wasn't receiving power. The door was locked tight. It seemed to be connected to the power box beside it. Ah. Time to go uppy. Every part of this plant.
I can't hear your heartbeat. Can you turn it up? Number 34.
No, I can't! I don't know who that was, but thanks! Every part of this plant smelled old and rotted. I noticed the old bulletin board on the wall. Okay, question. Why the fuck are y'all jump scaring me more playing this simple pixel adventure game than you were the entire time I played Soma? This is ridiculous. The board contained yellowed clippings of newspaper cartoons and notices. There were notes to and from the guys that worked here. One of them was to Norman, who was one of the older guys on the line. Because it is Halloween, you're true. That's right. Norman took over a general store after the factory closed. He, Rachel, and I would get lunch every now and then. Rachel liked him because he seemed more positive despite the setback. I don't think I could say the same about me. Soma's mechanics were scary enough. You ain't wrong. A power panel. Looked like it was shut off. Yeah, I pushed a switch.
Number 60. Also, Gilbert is still a weakling. A friend asked me to guard his pumpkin. I told him I would guard it with my life.
Fuck you, insane man. Thank you for the tip. I fucking flipped on the fucking light! Fucking shit! The open locker was stuffed with dirty work clothes and old boots! There was a photo of a woman taped to the inside, but it was scratched out and the face was unrecognizable. Good, that's great. That woman's photo, I knew I had to get back to Rachel to find out what happened. Uh-huh. A power panel. Looked like it was shut off. I don't want to push the switch now! Ooh. Ah. It was shut tight. There was a rusty-looking card slot on the side. I found the scream switch. Hi, Chaos. How are you doing? Also, wait. Oh, yeah, that one came on, but this one didn't? Okay, there we go. Thank you for the hype train, y'all. I'm fine. Our old break table. The layer of dust and grime only made seeing this sting more. Looked like some beer bottles had been used on the table recently. I wondered, was that guard using this as a break room of his own? Doing quite alright. Watch Brian get a major PB in Kaizomon while playing Last Epoch. Nice! This was Norman's locker. The door was dented, like someone had punched it. I don't remember him doing that when we worked there. My head ached, and I recalled the last time Norman, Rachel, and I all had lunch together. Rachel seemed so much more at ease when we all hung out. Yeah.
Fucking pickles!
Number 64.
No! No! Not today! I mean, fucking, you already got me like 30 billion times. Come, just listen. No, not that time, Crystor. Thank you for the 500 bits. You were a little off! I clicked it too fast! A utility shelf crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on this shelf. No, I don't want the hammer. This whole place reeked of disuse and disrepair. What was I gonna do with a hammer here? I don't want to take it yet. I want to see if there's something to actually use the hammer on. A hammer!
Spoonee speedrun scare percent.
Is that a new PB? Thank you for the 800 bits, Snowman. Take the magnetic card. I have key card now. Good. Another panel. Gee, I wonder if anyone's gonna scare me when I turn these on again. Just work! The door had been hastily boarded up.
You look delicious. I think I'll eat you last.
Nope, I don't want that.
Number 58.
I don't want that. Thank you. Whoever that was, thank you. Please don't eat me. I don't want to be eaten. I'm gonna see if I can use this hammer to open that door. Take the hammer, motherfucker! I noticed it wasn't as dusty as the rest of the tools on the shelf. Goody, great! I'm sure that wasn't used by the killer. It's probably not covered in blood. I struck with the hammer. The old wooden boards came apart easily. After I'd removed the planks, I left the hammer on the floor. This was my locker, there in the factory. It stank of booze. There was a picture of Rachel on the inside. It looked like it had been torn up. I thought I had taken that picture home when the factory closed. This room was nothing but bad memories. So it kind of sounds like we drank a lot. He sure had a lot of alcohol at his place. Maybe that guard outside caught him hiding up here. I don't know. Man, I don't know now. I think the door with the key card was over here? The key card I found seemed like it would pass through this reader. Did I use the key card? Yeah. I slid the card through the old reader and turned the handle. Nothing to worry about here, I'm sure. There was some kind of ventilation hatch there. It looked like I could jump to the room below. My leg hurt enough as it was, but I couldn't see another option. Yeah, sure, jump. That sounds great idea. Yay, my leg hurts like hell! There was a crumpled up letter on the floor. It had been scratched out heavily and it was hard to make out. Did I try to read the letter? Of course. Most of the letter was violently scratched out with what looked to be a ballpoint pen. All I could make out was, need to. Just don't. Drinking. Need Norman. Who is Norman writing to? I stepped out of the factory, glad to be rid of its smell, of its memories. I couldn't stop thinking about that room with the bottles in it. Was that guard I found outside really drinking up there? What about Norman? And who had rooted through all those lockers? I couldn't tell where I was as I looked around, but I figured I needed to get to a road, get my bearings. Fuck, I wanted to go through that other door then, damn it! Maybe Norman could help. His store wasn't that far from the turnoff to the factory if I remembered correctly. Can I go back? Nope. Nope. Now we just have a more hurt leg and we can't go backwards to see. Okay, you know what? I don't want to go backwards anymore. I want to leave. But we are limping more now. That's great. The garbage bin was a disgusting mess of rotten food and slick black bags. I saw a thin greenish corner poking out from one of the bags. It was my driver's license. It looked damaged. I guess we'll take it. I cleaned the card off as best I could. It looked pretty beat up. I was amazed to have found my credit card, and now this. I tucked the card into my wallet next to my credit card. Man, I really wish that I could have seen what was in that other room. Sounded like it was gonna start raining again, of course. I went through all that effort to power that door and I didn't even go in there. I'd entered Norman's place. This was the back of the store that he ran. It was oddly quiet except for the faint sound of a television. The entrance to the front of the store was locked from the inside. Looked like I couldn't just pop it open. It needed a key. There was a bit of blood on the keyhole. That's not good. I have a really bad feeling about what's in this room, and I don't know if I remember correctly what was in it or not. But it could be really bad. I don't know. No? No. Okay. Normal bad. Okay. Normal bad. Not extra bad, normal bad. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Norman, my coworker and one of the few friends I had in this town, lay dead beside his armchair. His face and shirt were covered in blood.
Hello?
It looked like it had been stabbed or something trying to get up. Norman, you deserve better than this. Did I close his eyes? Yeah. I wasn't sure if I wanted to give him peace or if I just couldn't stand to think anymore about what was going on. Quickly, I closed Norman's eyes. Thank you for 31 months, Thoth. The TV still flickered some indecipherable channel. Couldn't make out what was on the screen, but that glow just gave me the chills.
Fucking pickles!
Fuck! I guess this was Norman's kitchen table. He kept it clean enough, but there were wire rings from 2 cups still there in the wood. I'd never been to Norman's place before. At least I didn't remember ever doing so. Thank you, Space Dandy, for the 500 bits. The kitchen trash bin smelled fresh. I didn't dig through that mess, did I? Yeah, sure, let's dig through the guy's trash. Why not? I found a hairpin amongst the rotting food and trash and pocketed it. Cool, we can open the storefront, probably. I don't know if y'all noticed, but when we jumped, we're actually limping a little more now. And we walk slower. Despite the shock of already finding Norman in that state, seeing this turned my stomach just as much. It was one of Rachel's old fall coats. What was it doing there? Was she okay? Something dark stained the sleeve. My stomach only tightened further. I don't think I want to go that way yet. I think I'm gonna go to the storefront, assuming that we can open it with this hairpin. I used the hairpin to pick the lock. The hairpin snapped in half, so I threw it away. The general store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things: postcards, snacks, magazines, and canned goods. I never went there much. Rachel usually stopped by after work if we needed anything. The register was mostly empty, and a fat stack of travel magazines sat beside it. The icebox seemed to be unplugged. It must have been off for a while. Most of its contents were half melted. I could only think of poor Norman upstairs. There were various postcards from the area, especially from the tourist traps. One of the postcards showed an old black and white photo of the water tower. It looked to be in much better shape than... Of all the postcards, that one seemed to be the most popular. There were only a few left. I wondered if someone had robbed the place before killing Norman upstairs. I don't know. What else would I be forced to endure before the end? Seeing Norman up there, dead? Turned my stomach just to think of it, but I couldn't put it out of my mind. How was he involved in all this? This was getting worse and worse. I was starting to feel incredibly vulnerable. As I stepped out into the rain, I realized how close I was to home. I hoped I would soon find my answers. Oh no, it's not gonna let me go back, is it? Nope. Nope. Cool. Well, I guess I'm never gonna find out what was in that room. We'll just never find out, y'all. We will never know. It was locked. This wasn't the right gate. The gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. The gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. The neighborhood's local postbox. A letter was sticking out, as if someone hadn't pushed it all the way in. I knew it wasn't right, but did I look at the letter? No, that's fucked up. Nope. I gotta get home. That's not my letter. None of my business. I had the wrong gate. This one was locked. Well, sir, it would help me if you would tell me which one was the correct gate. Hi, Metal. How are you doing? I had entered our backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding and chilled me through my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid. I held my breath as I approached my Our back door. I was terrified to step inside. The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing, ragged and strained. I flicked the light switch by the door. Power was off. I remembered having breakfast here on this very table. Was that yesterday? Or sometime before? The door to the basement, it was locked. Where did I put the damned key? Door to my own basement's locked. That's never a good sign. Oh, and the furniture is just sitting over. The front door was locked from inside. I couldn't go out, though I needed to see if Rachel was here. There was a small pile of mail on the floor in front of the mail slot. How long had I been away? Why hadn't Rachel picked this up? Most of the contents were bills. There was a credit card bill there. Did I open it? Yeah. I ripped the bill open and read it. To my surprise, it said something about canceling my credit card due to non-payment. What the hell? Maybe that's why we found our credit card in the garbage? Door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole under the handle. Why are all the doors in all my house locked? Why are all of the doors in my house locked, man? I had found the last missing piece from my wallet. The old photo of Rachel and I stared back at me, reminding me of better times. It didn't make me feel terribly comfortable. Did I keep it anyway? Yeah. It's a picture of me and Rachel. I replaced the photo in my wallet, feeling like I had got part of my life back. Still, the image made me uneasy. Why had I thrown it away? Our television. I had purchased it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterward, but by then it was too late. Yeah, you can't really feel guilty about buying something nice for yourself and Rachel before you even knew you were gonna get canned. Oh, that's not good. Our hallway mirror had been smashed, its pieces scattered around the floor. Our sink, which needed to be replaced. One of the taps always stuck, but I hadn't gotten around to fixing it yet. That old house was charming for sure, but it wasn't always easy. We were lucky enough to get a house with one of those wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs. It seemed impractical at times, but it was part of what made that house home. Laptop had been left on and only had a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about the old water tower. There was a key in the top drawer of my desk. Did I take it? Yes. I pocketed the key. The laptop was warm. It had been running for a while. Okay, well, if it had been running for a while, but it's obviously not plugged in because it's low battery, then what, like probably a max of like 6 hours tops? Yeah, basically we wake up in a strange building and have no idea where we are or why, but we're trying to get home the whole time and figure out what the hell happened. The books there were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey, now that I looked more closely, it looked like the man in that house had some of the same books as I did. One book in particular seemed a bit odd. I remembered owning it, but not that edition. There was a suitcase on the bed. It was Rachel's. I remembered it from the trip we took out west. Did I open the suitcase? Yeah. I wasn't sure what to make of the suitcase's contents. Inside were a few days worth of clothes, some toiletries, and a train ticket. I checked the date and time. It matched the receipt I found back in those horrible sewers. What was this? Rachel, who were you running away with? This wasn't getting me anywhere. Well, we found a key, so... I don't know what door it goes to, but... Okay, that was the TV. Yeah, I also have a bad feeling, although, you know, I'm sure, you know what, and it's a horror game, I'm sure it ends super happy. The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle. Okay, so it's not that one. This must be the key to the basement, then? I unlocked the basement door. Good, everybody loves basements in horror games. There were old Christmas decorations in the box. I couldn't even remember our last Christmas. The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There was a dirty old key here. Did I take the key? I took the small key and tried to remember what it unlocked. There were old clothes, tools, and other things we obviously hadn't thrown out yet. Oh, that's a wall that... We had way too much junk. Good. That's a wall that looks like you busted. Maybe I'll use this mysterious key first. I can't think of a single horror game that has a happy ending. Or maybe that's just me. It looked like the room had been tossed around. The furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here? There was an old crowbar on the floor. Did I need to take this crowbar? Yes. I lifted the heavy crowbar. I appreciated its weight. Because I think we needed to break through that wall. Oh, hi. Does Nier Automata count? I don't know. Does it? Y'all tell me. Did I break through the wall with the crowbar? Yeah. With a heave, I swung the crowbar at the wall. I smashed a hole large enough to step through. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught on my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down there? Was she okay? Don't look. Don't look. A filthy-looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench stench of them was awful and made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile, to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I had come this far. After all this searching, after all I had seen, when I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? I don't know, chat. What do you think? Did we? Did we find Rachel? I also kind of want to see what answering no gets us, Scala. I believe we actually get to decide, Heather, whether or not we find Rachel in this pile of rags. Legitimately. I think we decide. No, we don't find Rachel. What do we find instead? The rags were wet, matted, covered in dirt and grime. But inside that tattered mess was no sign of my beloved wife. Rachel wasn't there. I looked around in confusion, trying to figure out what to do next. If she wasn't there, where was she? What had I been searching for this entire time? I remembered the look on Rachel's face when I came home, didn't I? Then the awful realization hit me right in the gut. I had been looking at this the wrong way, hadn't I? This is what you've been trying to tell me all along, isn't it? I couldn't find Rachel there, and I won't find her anywhere else because she was never there at all, was she? I stumbled back upstairs, the pain in my leg just a dull ache now, and sat down in my bedroom. My mind was spinning, and the ache I felt before was near crippling. Finally, I could no longer fight the exhaustion, and as I tried to grab hold of something that would make sense of all this, I must have drifted off. I guess these books were all actually mine then. My head was pounding. It was my wallet, with its contents intact. Either I dropped that stuff or somebody else did. Maybe I was sleepwalking again. Or maybe somebody stole it from me. Norman's store, that forest, the water tower? Was I at those places before? So the last time I played this game, when I found those rags, I said that yes, we found Rachel. And something different happened than what's happening right now. I have absolutely no idea what is happening right now. Also, hi Rakanti. Hi Ravenous Lobo. Welcome. How are y'all doing today? Hi, this is home and I'm scared. I'm gonna say yes, we were at those places. I didn't see how it could have happened any other way. I must have been the one to lose my wallet and its contents. But what does that mean? In the shards of that broken mirror, I could see my face. Gaunt now. Hollow and sickly and immensely troubled. What other illusions had I dreamed up? What other truths were waiting to be exposed? It was the key card I found in the factory, the one that allowed me to slip through that door. It seemed to me that it was probably Norman's, but if that was true, what was he doing back at the plant? Did I think Norman was going back to the factory? Yes, it must have been him. He must have been using the old locker room. The laptop had finally run out of power. How long had it been left running? Long enough! Just gaslight the game right back! In the dirty, faded glass, I looked like nothing more than a faint shadow. I used to tell myself that Rachel was the one who wanted to keep the tub. When was the last time I showered? I smelled awful. There was only one set of toiletries by the sink. My old office safe sat on the floor. It used a digital passcode lock. Did I try to open it? The safe used an 8-digit code. What was that damn code again? I don't know! Couldn't remember. Oh. I surmised that at least 2 of the names in that musty notebook had been recent victims. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god. Is the password the first letter of all these people's names? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hate this. That's 8. I wonder what happened to the other names on that list or the ones scratched out on that desk in those wet tunnels. I don't know. H-O-A-C-I-D-H-R. Okay, so it's not... What's that other man up to? I don't know. Do you mean us, probably? Okay, Trop! Have a good night! Also, have a safe trip! You have a safe trip, and say hello to Newbie for us. Let us know when you get there, so that we know you're safe. I had that old TV for so long, I don't even know if I could ever replace it. It was a piece of junk, but I couldn't really afford anything newer. It seemed like I had seen all there was. Maybe, I thought, I was ready to go back into the basement. Pile of mail on the floor I now saw was addressed to me. Bills, credit card officers, a letter from the bank. They were all addressed to me. That was it. With Rachel gone, I couldn't stand to be in that house a moment longer. Did I leave and say goodbye to that nightmare forever? No. No. breakfast that I eat in there completely alone. What were those letters again? Oh, the letters that were the first letters of all those ladies' names were Hoacidhr. I don't know if those can spell anything if we, like, mess with them. Yeah, I don't know. Probably. I must have locked the door. There's no reason to return to the backyard anyway. I'm wondering if I missed the passcode somewhere else in the game. Because there's gotta be a way to open that locker, but... frick if I know. Or not locker, safe. There's gotta be a way to open that safe, but I don't know how. If I was guilty, I could take this to a warm, safe place and do something about it. Did I pick up the knife? No. No. There were other means of dealing with this. What? The wall was cracked and pitted. I was told by an inspector the basement had been partially filled in before I bought the house. But by the look of that wall, I was going to need to fix the foundation. Everything smelled musty and old down there. Alright, full admit. Hey chat, I really want to know what the frick's in this safe. Could someone do me a huge favor and Google the code for this safe? I guess I could with my phone, now that I think about it. I could Google it. Oh. Yeah, I'm finding. Apparently it's in the PDF manual that comes along with the game. It's literally in the manual that I didn't look at. Okay, that's fucking cool. Thank you. Digital passcode. Yeah, yep. You're gonna guess don't look. That's a good guess. Yeah, it's like the old school adventure games where you had to look in the manual. That's so cool. UHER3. Are you here? Are you here? That's are you here? There was a poorly framed photo of what looked to be a small headstone in a graveyard. It was tucked away peacefully under a beautiful old maple tree. Underneath, it was another sheet of paper. This looked like some kind of MRI printout. It showed the top view of a brain scan. I noticed the bottom of the scan had two whitish patches on it. I didn't recognize either image. Finally, at the bottom of the pile was a simple white envelope. The front of it read, "Do not open until I tell you." I guess this was a good time as any to see what was inside. Did I open the envelope and read what was inside? Yeah. I tore open the envelope and removed the yellow-lined paper inside. On it was a letter written in a hand that looked familiar. The letter read, "I know this whole event has probably been pretty difficult. You can't imagine how hard it's been for me too. Well, maybe you can. That isn't meant to be an excuse, but, well, I hope you can better understand why I've done what I've done. Moving to this town seemed like such a dream. A quiet place to get established, to live our lives, and to be together. But you know as well as I do that things quickly changed. Your drinking was one thing, but as you grew more distant, as you retreated into that world of yours, well, it was clear you didn't need me as much. In fact, maybe you never needed me at all, but it took all this to make you realize. In the end, though, you may never forgive me for this. You may never forgive yourself. That's probably for the best. You'll be healthier for this. I'm just sorry it had to happen this way. Rachel."
Hello?
Bard hug, happy Halloween.
Yeah, that's not good. Reinbach, thank you for 43 months. Welcome back. Hi, how are you doing today? I want to bust open the wall again, but I don't actually know how to do that. I don't know if the crowbar is still here somewhere. I'm not picking that knife up because that has very, very bad implications. Maybe we'll just leave. I think we'll leave. Since I had arrived in town, things had been difficult. Working in the plant, though, had been good for me. It kept me in line, gave me something to do, and helped me get away from my past. When the factory closed, everything changed. I guess that's when I had started sleepwalking, disappearing for hours at a time. Drinking was probably just a way to deal with that. It was almost as if I was trying to beat my brain at its own game. Things stopped making sense sometime after that, and my memories of what happened are still in flux. I suppose that was when Rachel came along. This night had been the worst of my entire life. Would it even be possible to bounce back from everything that had happened? Everything I'd seen? You know, in a way, I almost wish I hadn't even woken up tonight. It would have spared me a lot of pain. For starters, the man I had found in that old place, who had killed him, and why was I even there? After making it out of those tunnels, I thought those sewers might feel safer. I was wrong. The security tape I had watched showed someone being attacked by what looked like two people. But who was it that was attacked? And what had I been doing at Norman's place, or even in that old forest? It didn't look good, that's for sure. Had I been responsible for what had happened there? What did you think? Was I guilty? Or was I just mad? Just for a second, though, think about something else. Think about those poor girls I had accidentally discovered in the old forest. The notebook I had found in those woods had names in it. Names I think I saw somewhere else before. It couldn't have been me behind that, could it? I would never do such a thing to such sweet, innocent people. It was clear, at least, that Norman had been going back to the old plan. Had he been the one to seal up that room? Was he drinking up there, alone? I thought perhaps he had something to do with that dead guard. But now you've got me all mixed up. I'm not even sure what makes sense anymore. I had to catch my breath to take it all in. At each point until the factory, things had only gotten worse. But then going to Norman's store, that's where the confusion and doubt started to set in. That's when my perspective on all this really started to change. Poor Norman was dead, but I had no idea what had happened to him. But as painful as all that was, couldn't bear to think about it again. After all I had seen and done, finally coming home was supposed to be the end of this entire ordeal. I had no idea, though, that it was only the beginning. The silence in the house when I had first stepped through the kitchen door, that should have been my first clue. To think that I went through all of that completely unaware of what I would discover. Did you know before the end? Did you mock me when you finally showed me the truth? You don't know what it's like to have everything ripped away from you in a heartbeat. How could I possibly go on, now knowing what I do? Without Rachel, even the thought of Rachel, I was truly lost. As the door swung open, I could smell damp grass and the closeness of the air. After everything, it felt like I had more questions than answers. You made me see the truth, I'll give you that, but now I was completely lost. You took away the only thing that had kept me going. I was sure word would get out, and soon enough the police would come looking for me, and what then? Would you be there to show me the way? What will I do then? Alright, I have no idea what the fuck that ending meant. That is completely different from the ending I got when I played this 8 years ago. The end. Question mark? Yeah, I don't actually know how many endings Home has, but I know that it has multiple endings, and it does depend on the choices that you make. Which is really cool, and that's why I liked the game when I played it a long time ago, and that's why I kind of wanted to share it with y'all, is the fact that there's nothing actually in the game that can hurt you or that you have to fight or run away from, but that you are creating the story as you're going through, depending on what you look at, what you decide to pick up, where you decide to go. That all is really cool to me. That's Home.